Hey you, thanks for joining me on my discomfort journey. Today I wanted to talk a bit about my fear of cringe and how I think that's holding me back from creating things, and also how I'm trying to talk myself out of that. So basically, to begin, I just find that when I look back at things that I've done in the past, created, written, posted, whatever, I usually get a feeling of inner embarrassment and cringe when I'm looking back at them. And I know that that may be kind of a normal thing, but I'm noticing that that kind of fear of me repeating that has been holding me back from creating things, and even doing like really small, kind of inconsequential things like sending emails or sending texts or writing comments. Like all of those things, I seem to like overthink them so much that sometimes I don't even do them. And it just like becomes this huge task in my head that I'm probably gonna end up regretting how I come off. And so it's definitely limiting me a little bit. So especially with like now that I'm trying to also do YouTube videos, I know I want to do that, but I know that there's this kind of fear of cringe that's holding me back a bit. So some things that I've been telling myself to try and talk away the cringe a little bit is, for one thing, that really this fear is not accomplishing much at all. It's really just holding me back. And cringe really is not the worst thing in the world. Honestly, it's one of the least terrible things in the world. It's usually pretty harmless aside from our egos. And it can really kind of be a beautiful thing too, when we look at it as a sign of growth rather than just something that shows how we once were. It's also like, hey, I maybe am not that person anymore, or maybe at some point I'm going to not be making things to this standard anymore. Maybe I will make things better, or I'll have more confidence. So that cringe can kind of be a gauge for where we are now, where we will be, and where we were in the past. So there's kind of a beauty to that, which I really like. It's also inevitable. Like, it's really something that even if we try to avoid it, we probably will still be cringing at ourselves later. And if we're not, then maybe we're not self-aware enough. So just, it's fine. It's gonna happen anyways. And ultimately, I would rather die having tried to do things, having tried to leave a mark on the world in the way that I want to, rather than by overthinking everything and not trying to make a difference in the world, I guess. So I also want to remember that what I was doing in the past was likely the best that I could with the time, resources, and experience that I had, and that as my experience, resources, and influences start to change, that maybe I will be closer to making things that I'm not so embarrassed by. So yeah, it's a process. I don't know if we ever fully get over these things, but I just wanted to share some of the things that I've been telling myself to try and just get over that big hill of discomfort with embarrassment, I guess. And yeah, I would love to hear if you have any experience with this sort of thing, what you've been telling yourself, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Take care. Bye.